Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. I'm Sean Burke and joining me is Andy Taylor, Jack Townsend and the Grasmanian Devil, our producer Graham Marshall.
That's a new one on me.
Yeah.
Grasmanian Devil.
There's an unlimited resource of Gras buns.
I don't know about unlimited, that's like...
we've been doing it for years now.
So was your last appearance we're going to win the Premier League in 5 years?
We could.
Quote.
Look, we have been through this. I said we could. And
Yeah,
I mean,
but you shouldn't even say we could.
Have 5
you
years
need to just
passed?
go, we've got
Have
no...
5
Yeah,
years
but
passed.
about
Have 5 years
3
passed,
weeks
Andy.
has passed and
But
it's
as
got
I said,
a hell of a lot
as
worse.
As I said, Leighton Orient
Save it for
could
later.
also win the Premier League.
Well, there we go.
So
Still going
so what is it, Graz?
Why would it be me?
I'm just thinking
How
it
would
might.
he know?
I don't know.
How would he know?
I'm just putting
Jack,
it to
what's
him.
your game?
Oh,
Because
What's
you don't
your
usually
game?
like that. You don't usually go
That's
down
your-
that route.
that's your move.
That's mine.
He's
So
taking
I'm
your
thinking
move.
it might be
straight
you.
out of the blocks as
Straight
well.
out of the Taylor playbook.
Straight, yeah, but I'm telling you now, it's not me. This is like golden balls.
You would say that.
I'm telling you
not
now,
showing
it's
off, I don't know
not
how this
me.
works.
Do you know what? If we got to the end of Golden Balls, I would say that you would split with me.
I would split.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think you've got
split
that
with
about
you.
you.
Does that make
Yeah.
you Jasper Carrot then?
Yeah, you are Jasper
You look
Carrot.
like Jasper Carrot, actually. Doesn't he?
Vicky.
No!
Yes, you do.
Not yet,
You look
anyway.
like Jasper Carrot.
Carrot.
Give it a few decades.
Absolute dead.
Give it a few decades.
He had a better barnet.
The mystery word should be on screen
Oh,
now
yeah,
at
that.
some
Oh,
point,
God,
by
yeah.
the way.
How long
If
is
you
that?
don't want to play, if you do want to play along, look away. Right? There it is. Look there.
I looked.
Look away.
Sean, you need to get a grip of this show, mate.
Just
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
back to the golden balls thing.
You see,
I know I would split, but something tells me you would be right at the
No, I
last
would-
part.
I honestly wouldn't.
You
I
would.
would only not split if I thought you were a bit of a mug.
Not making it in. Just for the record, this isn't making it in, I don't think.
United beat Man City in the Manchester derby last weekend, thanks in part to another impressive Bruno Fernandez performance. And a bit of a howler from Ederson. Truly a face-palm moment, which is even less acceptable right now considering all the face-touching as a result. Well, Andy, you're looking more foolish with every passing week. Bruno Fernandez, United legend already.
Why did you keep persevering with this narrative that I don't like Bruno Fernandes?
Because you
started it,
hate
man.
him.
How do I hate him? I said he didn't play a man of the match performance in his first game when the whole social media said he did. That's the only thing I've said, and I was 100% right. He wasn't man of the match against Wolves.
But has he had one since?
That is it.
Has he had one since?
He's played well, yeah. What do you want from me? I think that Bruno Fernandes is a very good player. I think that he's definitely improved Man United. But am I being realistic of where are Man United in the league? Well, I think they're about 40 points behind Liverpool. So, in the grand scheme of things,
Everyone's behind Liverpool.
in the grand scheme of things, Bruno signing has given him a massive bounce.
Yeah.
But has that got them any closer to Liverpool? A little bit, but they're still miles off it. They are miles off Liverpool and miles off City, nowhere near it. So let's just shelve the Bruno Fernandes chat. Good player, but let's see it in a year's time when they've had another window to implement what they say they're going to implement, and then we'll go from there.
Well, you know what it is. It's like, you know, when you get the new manager, you've got the new manager bounce back. So you get you get 4 fixtures. So the next month or two is the honeymoon phase where all the fans are getting behind it. Like, this is great, new regime. So Fernandes has come in. It's given them a new little way of playing, another outlet rather than just the counter-attack football. But, you know, it won't take long for players to work out how to defend against.
down.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
It, and
I mean, look, Mido came into the Premier League and had a good start.
He did have a
Do you know
great
what I mean?
start. Yeah, absolutely love Mido.
Amizaki did well.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying, like, let's just take it nice and steady, all right? Nice and steady. And let's have it right. Man City, this is not the Man City team that were going for the title this time last year. Their heads are purely in other cups now.
You think
They will have walked into that dressing room and gone, all right, it's not great for the fans because it's derby.
Yeah, so do you think
But
it
this
means...
does not affect anything.
So it just means that much more to Man United at the moment. Man City
Exactly,
don't
yeah.
care. Man City's
Yeah.
only really
It's
got
the
the
exact
Champions
fixture
League
you
to
want.
care about,
If
right?
Man City know where they're finishing. That's sorted.
True.
It's that cliche at the end of a season, you want to be playing teams that have nothing to play for. And Man City are one of those. So if Bruno and Man United produce that sort of performance this time next year, and they're both going for the title, then by all means. But right now, we can't make any big statements. I can't slag anyone off at United. And I don't...
what's
and
the
Bruno
test?
Fernandes, from what I've seen, class act.
As of recording, Serie A have announced they are postponing the league until April 3rd. It's actually just indefinitely now, which is an unprecedented measure in terms of football history. That's almost a month without football. And you thought the winter break was bad. The situation is escalating. If the league were to end now with Liverpool and they were technically champions, surely that would tarnish their first ever Premier League forever.
Liverpool aren't champions yet.
Yeah.
If
But
you get
say-
if they get 6 more points,
Yeah.
they've won it.
Well,
And
I'm
I think
saying,
if that happens and the league stops, then I think you
I think
should
that would
win the
help.
What
league.
do you mean by tarnish? Because if it stops now, then there's nothing to be tarnished because they don't win it. And if they win it in 2 games' time, then they've won it.
But if it
so
stops
then
now,
they've won it legit.
If it stops
Yeah.
now,
Understand
they'll
what you
have
mean
to
by
decide.
tarnished.
They'll have to decide a winner. So however they decide,
They won't have to decide a
Well,
winner.
so
No one gets it. If they don't, if
no one gets it because
no one
Yeah,
gets
Serie
it.
A.
but then
No
what
one gets
happens?
it.
But then what happens with
what
like
happens with
Champions
what
League
happens with relegation, what happens
places?
with all those places.
Well, then
Do you
we'll
just
have to play-
redo
Well, we'll have to play it
redo the
for-
whole
we'll have
season
to-
again?
Oh yeah.
So is it
That is not-
2019,
that is so- that is not
2020
fair.
season
That is not fair.
B?
Because you can't do it because there's such an unfair advantage. Because say for instance Wolves, we've had to play Liverpool and City and Spurs and United and stuff recently, and now we've got a good run of fixtures ahead of us where we're playing bottom of the league sides, but we will never get to play those games where we could get 3 points. Whereas there's other teams in there that have had a really easy run of fixtures. So yeah, they've caught up with us. It's bang out of order. It can't happen on so many levels. You can't just cut it dead because there's no. It will just have to be void. It'll probably have to be whatever happened last year goes again.
But I'm just saying, if Liverpool get those 6 points, and then it stops, then Liverpool should get it.
Yeah, you should get it, but I think at the same time we can't
If we were
stop
to
the league
right
because
now, like
well, just in Jack's instance, if they win the 2 games, we can't just stop the league and be like, all right, we'll give Liverpool the title, but then we
have
won't
to do
give all of
something with
these
the
other
rest,
guys
yeah,
like their dues.
what
We
about the
won't.
relegation teams then? So like would somebody like Bournemouth be like buzzing they got a second chance then?
So did they just? I don't know what
To go at
happens.
it,
Like,
So
because
what's been suggested by Serie A is either you take the positions as they are now, that's how you have it.
Yeah.
The champions are the champions or whatever. You either have no champion for a year, or you do like a playoff system, which is
But
that's
playoffs seems pointless because if they're doing a playoff system, you might as well just do.
But that
the-
can come
The
at
playoff
that-
system's a joke.
but
You
that
just
can-
might as well
that
just do
can
the
come
normal
at
league.
end of-
Yeah.
yeah, but how many games have you got? So I mean, if
Yeah, but what's the play? How does the playoff system work then? Because
I mean, that would be something they'd discuss. But like, if you have, like, let's say Liverpool have won it by then,
Yeah.
Liverpool are the champions. That's fine. That's already been sorted because no one could have caught them.
Yeah.
And then you take the teams that were in the race for top 4 or top 6 or whatever, and similarly you
Yeah, but
take the
that-
relegation ones. I know it's been a weird league, so there are so many teams who could conceivably.
there's
have caught
players,
up.
there's teams that could essentially be for both.
Look, I don't work for the FA.
I know you're not, but I'm just saying.
Shall I make that clear?
I'm just saying, if the playoff thing happens, it's stupid because it should just be the seat. They should just play the.
To put things into perspective, imagine if you're a Bournemouth fan right now, and we just go, all right, let's just call it there, then, lads. Let's just finish the season there. Done. They're relegated. That could ultimately ruin Bournemouth for the entirety of the next 20, 30 years.
Oh.
A relegation is that big, and we're just callously just chucking them out the league because we're just finishing it here. I know coronavirus, etc., but in my opinion, let's just call it a day. And we'll have 3 or 4 months off, and then re-continue that season. And then in that period, we can work out what we're doing for the following season.
That leads into the Euros as well, which
Yeah,
is
well,
on
yeah.
summer too. So what happens then? Does that get cancelled?
I think Euro's got to be binned off.
Do you think they just
I
cancel
think-
it for a year and do it next year? Or
Well, the fact that this one, where it's literally across several countries and they're encouraging people to travel around, if it's still the way it is now from the summer, well, they'll have to know before
The
then.
point is that there's so many sporting organisations that are cancelling events now. It makes it so apparent that the UEFA have to do the same thing. You can't be seen as that one organisation that doesn't cancel events and then suddenly you're the catalyst for widespread
Interestingly, they have already done that because Wolves applied to postpone the Olympiacos game. So, like the Olympiacos owner has got coronavirus, and they've rejected it. Like,
Really?
you're still gonna. I mean, it's behind closed doors, but they're still gonna have to play
I mean,
it.
we're going to batter them anyway. So it's
Yeah,
not a problem.
they won't even be able to get close to you. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
More worried about Wolves than coronavirus.
Well, surely, Champions League's not going to finish, is it?
Well,
Because
I guess
already that Italian side's not allowed to leave country.
It was Roma, Sevilla, wasn't it?
Roma.
they're not
Yeah.
allowed to- well,
So
they
that
match
game won't
tonight,
happen.
have they?
I mean, there's so many
Like,
problems
how much
here.
money
Like, there's so much money in football now. There are so many sponsors
Yeah.
where this is going to affect them. That,
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't want to bring it to a darker tone, but you remember the video we did on racism, right? And we were talking to Marvin Sordell,
Yeah.
and he basically said, racism will never change in football until it affects the people with the money. And it's true, because racism isn't really being kicked out, let's be honest. Like, Kick It Out are trying their hardest, but they don't have the budget or the means to really, stamp it out. Whereas look at coronavirus. Look at the amount of thought process and the measures that are going in, because it's going to affect money.
The current situation in football has led us to make this very serious PSA. Please pay close attention. It's on your TV. It's on your phone. It's even in your local stadium. You've seen the reports, heard the stories, and witnessed the chaos. And yet, we still can't seem to stop the spread. Goalkeepers keep making stupid mistakes. The number of clanger outbreaks rose to an all-time high in Kiev in 2018, only to sharply drop again that summer. But now it's back, and with a vengeance, even affecting those who are traditionally less vulnerable. So please, be wary and keep on the lookout for signs. Use the word Reina to spot them, as in, are you looking at Reina? Chances are he's about to do something stupid. If you are suffering from Clanger's disease, the best thing for it is to quarantine yourself at home, ideally with your head buried under a pillow. The best cure is avoiding infection altogether, so stay safe and stay clean, or your sheets might just not be. It is the dankest part of the week, folks. The lads submit a football meme to the Dream Team Instagram page, and you lovely people get to vote for your favourite.
Need a drink?
Producer Grass,
You need a
I
drink?
need a drink. Bring on the memes.
Not
Josh.
producer Graz.
Do you know dry
Yeah,
cough
I
is
know.
a dry throat is a sign of coronavirus?
It is, yeah. I've seen it in real
We're in
time
it.
on the show. You're locked in here with me.
That's actually me.
Oh, this is yours.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all you, aren't they?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. One of them isn't.
I'm trying to find my actual one.
I mean, this is fairly self-explanatory. I didn't enjoy hearing that yet another Spurs forward had got a possibly season-ending injury. I mean, just the text does it. I don't know
I really
what
liked
you
it.
mean.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Graz. Next up.
Someone said you didn't like the lighthouse.
Well, this is me, and you know what? But it's not me.
It's not you. What's
Well,
happened there?
So I made
Controversy.
I made a very good meme.
Is this the GT coach first? The very first banned meme?
I had a
meme got banned.
yeah, my meme got banned, and I'm just going to try and pull it up now.
Which we're going to
so,
have to censor on the screen.
No, we're
Yeah,
we're getting it up here. I've got it here.
Yeah, it's got it there.
How do I hold this up to a camera? Do I have to
Oh,
go
maybe
There we
further
go,
in?
to camera 2.
Camera 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not there. Can you see that?
100% going to be out of focus.
Yeah, I know. Maybe
Sean's
hold
face.
it.
Hang on, he's
Wait,
zooming in.
zoom
Hold
it
it
in.
there,
He'll
Jack.
zoom it in. Someone, if Daz or Chris is in there.
This
probably.
is. I mean, Graz. I'm not going to
I-
lie.
I
You did
put it
what
on
you
there,
did.
Jack.
What you did well to sort of replace it.
Yeah, so I did this replacement because I didn't ban it. I want to make that clear. I thought it was fine.
All right, and the last meme.
All right, the last meme.
This is me.
Adam made this.
Fantastic.
I mean, this is amazing.
So Adam made that
Yeah.
and distinctly asked that it would be your meme.
I mean, I don't know where. Yeah, where's he got that video from?
Oh, that's an internet classic.
And also,
I think it's called what? A Trip to the Store? Or
and
something?
Yeah,
a
there's another one
naked
that's like-
Store?
and a
Yeah.
naked man is fine, but
Yeah,
a
I know.
That's right.
fully dressed girl.
The results are. In the last place is Andy.
Whoa,
that one
with that
that's
meme
they
in
don't.
It's not my
It's
meme,
meant
so
to
I
be.
don't mind
It's
that.
meant to be dank.
Yeah,
great.
I
And that
think
is
was-
dank.
I think that was my favourite one, to be honest.
That you've ever
Yeah.
done?
It was good, yeah.
Ever? Maybe not ever, but
No one
certainly
cares
this
about
week.
Pepe
But
Reina,
no one
do they?
cares because
No,
it's
no.
Aston Villa. In second place is Graz.
Oh,
Which means Jack.
They're
Wow.
also
So you're
filming.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what?
memes.
You know
Yeah.
what? I might just like. I still don't want to
still
take
want the
that.
win?
I don't know.
Because I'll have it. That's 100% record if I get that again.
Because you made it as well, God.
Yeah.
Man United head to Spurs Stadium this weekend as they face off against their old manager Mourinho for the first time at the North London ground. He's been firing on all cylinders lately, throwing anyone and everyone under the bus. Makes a change from his time at United. He had them all behind it. Will United maintain their winning ways against Spurs this weekend? Spurs ain't looking great.
Expecting a bit of a roasting on this one.
Yeah.
So go ahead,
Well,
lads.
do you want to say what you got to say, and then
Well,
we'll.
I don't know really what I've got to say. So obviously,
Talk us through Leipzig as well.
Yeah, we filmed this
You
on
can't
Wednesday. Talk you
We'll
through it.
get some.
We filmed this on a Wednesday, as you probably all know. So we don't know all the Champions League results, but luckily for me, we do know the Spurs result. It wasn't a great start to the game. Got a text fairly early on from Andy when the first goal went in. Going to be a long night for you, Grants. Was what he said. And yeah, it was. I watched it purely in a professional capacity after that.
Oh,
there
with
was
a
no
notepad
chance.
just there, like.
Yeah.
Tactics.
I mean, it's an awful time to be a Spurs fan right now, where you just think the season's got to end at some point. Maybe coronavirus is a blessing.
Well, the fact that Mourinho's saying he can't wait till the end of the season.
It does-
What
surely,
kind of
yeah.
what kind of
That's
message
embarrassing,
what kind
yeah.
of
What kind of
message
message
does
is
that
to the
send?
players?
And
Yeah.
also to the fans that pay to go and
Yeah.
watch the game. Are they just expected to not
Yeah.
go and see a full playing team?
This is the thing, because I mean, I know we have got injury problems, and I don't want to overstate those injury problems, but it doesn't mean that we haven't got a team that can play every game. There are
Yeah.
still at least 11 fit players who should be doing their best on the pitch, and there's just not enough people at the moment who are standing up and being counted. Like,
Yeah.
Dele Alli was really good in his post-match interview. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, where he was just sort of saying we shouldn't be using Son and Kane being out as an excuse. Yeah, okay, they are an important source of goals.
I think you can.
But like he's also right in saying that like there are players with quality on that pitch who, I mean, maybe Leipzig were a stretch too far because we'd already been 1-0 down at home and it was always going to be a tough one. But he was saying, when they got their first one, that was still fine because we still needed to score 2 goals.
I think if you take Van Dijk and Mane out of Liverpool, you don't win the league.
Well, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
think
what Mourinho.
I think that's the
But
truth.
Mourinho said it with loads of other teams. Like if other big teams were missing their main
true.
players, it's going to happen.
Next season, what's going to happen?
I'd like.
Mourinho's going to stay if he finishes 7th?
Well, if we finish 7th, I think he will, because I don't think, no matter what you think of Mourinho and whether he's lost it or not, I don't think you sack him after half a season.
No, I
Like-
agree, yeah.
And Kane, he's probably on his bike if
I
he
mean,
finishes
yeah, I'd
7th.
say Kane-
I reckon
Kane-
Kane's
Maybe
gone.
not after-
I think
after
Kane will go this summer if he
He's not
finishes
playing
7th.
we don't
Champions
get
League
Champions
football.
League.
Yeah.
No way.
He's
Sorry,
getting
not
to
playing
he's
Europa League.
getting to the age now where he's
at his
been
peak.
loyal enough and he's not getting
I know he
enough
has.
back.
Kane's gone. Let's say that.
Well, I mean, you
What's
said
the-
that. Could
Okay,
you ask
okay.
me?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's Kane's not gone.
So-
I quite like to say that he isn't gone.
Okay,
actually,
Kane's not gone.
personally. Right, next season, hopefully there's been a couple more signings.
Like who? Who would come
I
in?
don't know. I don't know.
What
who they're
level?
looking
What
for.
level of signing though?
Level
What
of
we're talking?
signing. Hopefully we.
Tony Cruz, or we're talking Ruben Neves, or we're talking.
I mean, I'd love to have Ruben Neves, but I don't think
are
realistically
we
we're going to
talking
get him,
Jack
are we?
Grealish,
Yeah, Grealish possibly.
Grealish
That
could
seems
be-
If
plausible.
they go down, it's not
Rudy
It's not
Gestede.
unrealistic, is it?
Who?
Gestede. I mean, do a job up top, wouldn't he? We do need a big man up top right now. I'd like to say that we could do a lot better next season if we don't have the same injury problems. And so that's maybe
me-
4th. We're not looking at
Alright.
we're not looking at a title. We're not looking at anything like that because we are still so far
So
behind
fourth.
Liverpool and Man
So
City.
4th suggests that probably Liverpool and City is still above you.
Yeah.
Who else are we saying? United?
I mean, are you saying United?
No, I'm not saying United. I'm just saying what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying what you're saying.
But
What
so
is
that
this
means
debate?
that means that one of Chelsea or
Yeah.
United are not as good as you. That means Wolves aren't as good as you.
Thank you for saying it.
Arsenal
Being
won't
brave.
be as good as you. You're saying that you're saying that you're going to be better than at least 2 of Chelsea,
You're saying
United,
realistically
Arsenal.
what we could get
No,
out
I'm
of
not.
it.
Don't
That's
give me
what
this
you're
could.
asking. What's wrong with
I'm
could?
asking you what you think.
this is
I'm
the
not
same-
asking this could.
This is the same as
nonsense.
the cement or concrete. That's what we were saying earlier.
This is what
where-
you think. I'm
No,
not
what?
asking a could.
Can I just call
What?
cement or concrete?
You can if you want.
It's not cement or concrete.
But it's the same.
You
it's
already
the
said
same thing.
concrete. Like that
We
was
did
so
say it was
mental.
concrete earlier. But yeah, just thought.
Like 3 times.
But like, it's the same argument. It's the
No,
same.
it's not.
It is.
Just give me a prediction. All I'm asking for is prediction.
But
Don't
then you're
give
just
me
going to
this
shout.
could.
You're just going to shout at me that it's ridiculous.
No,
I'm not allowed to
I'm
think.
asking,
I'm not allowed
I'm asking
to,
you
like,
your
hope.
prediction.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
Well, I've told you, and you said no.
4.
You said, do you think it's
I
going to be better?
haven't. I've just said you
I've
think
said-
you're going to
you said-
finish above.
Yeah.
You're going to finish above 2 of
So if I've said
United,
that,
Chelsea,
so if I've said that,
and
that's
Arsenal.
what I believe, isn't it?
Okay. So that's fine. I'm just clarifying that. I'm just making you
You're not
aware of
clarifying
the
it, you're
boldness
making
of
it
your
more
So-
clear.
so let's just
Josh
take
is
it
in
back
his
a
ear, tell
second.
him to
So
move it on,
7
this is bullshit.
7th this year, 4th next year.
Yeah.
What's the next year after that?
You
All right.
absolutely
So
are.
look, just in summary, right? You think 7th this year.
Yeah.
Europa League, and then you're
Yeah.
going to finish 4th next year,
Yeah.
above 2 of Arsenal, United,
Yeah.
or Chelsea. So, and then you're going to cement Champions League again the year after and
Yeah.
win a little trophy.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Heard it here first.
So if we
good
just,
breakdown,
we can
yeah.
probably just edit that down to like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I
Yeah.
guess. We can just, like,
That's fine.
could do-
We'll
Now
check
we
back
know.
in on that
Just
in
now
3
we know.
years' time.
Has the
Yeah,
word
yeah,
been
yeah.
said yet?
No, I've not heard the word. So.
Pressure's
Just
getting
to-
on, mate.
Let's just
Pressure's
end this,
on.
Can we end this section? Would you take Pochettino back right here, right now?
Oh yeah, I miss Pochettino so much. Like Pochettino was one of my favourite managers we've ever had. If I could like crawl back into the room, grab onto the umbilical cord, and like climb back into the Poch era, I'd love it.
God, graphics team, please make that happen.
Yeah,
Let's see what that looks like.
one to
Got
jump.
an artist's recreation.
Pull myself back.
Can I call umbilical cord? Umbilical cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good effort. It was a good effort, though,
No, fair
right?
play. I hadn't even clocked it. So
That was all for it. Like, what would that look like?
Great. I mean, it just makes no. I don't think it makes any sense.
It's time to look at your weekender teams for this weekend, lads. So, as always, that's a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers from this weekend's upcoming games. Take it away, Josh.
Take it away. Okay.
All right.
So I'm filling for Nick this week. So part of this was thinking about sort of Nick's favourite picks. I wanted to get into the mindset of Nick, so I've gone straight for Buendia.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves a bit of Buendia. Pereira, he's always talking up as well. Vardy got back amongst the goals. I know one of them was it a penalty, I think, last week.
You got 2 goals,
He
right?
got 2, yeah. So I'm
are
backing
they?
him to
Are Leicester in the top 4?
still, they're still.
So surely
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
void.
allowed
It's-
to.
you're not allowed to
Oh,
from top
no.
4. The producer has gone against his own bloody team.
Oh.
And he was grilling me earlier on my selection, which was correct.
I was. Giroud, we'll put Giroud in. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Giroud in.
Okay, Giroud
No, wait,
for
hang
Vardy,
on.
yeah?
Can you do that as well? You can't do that, can you? You can't have teeth
No,
in the
you-
top 4 teams.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I thought when you said teeth in the top 4, I got confused then. Like,
Next up.
Same as Graz, Henderson, Doherty.
this is a popular pick.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I've gone probably for the first time ever Man United heavy because I'm playing Spurs.
Why's that then? Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I can't see Spurs scoring,
Yeah.
No, I agree.
and I think the way you've been defending, I can see United getting goals, and Fernandez he's either been getting a goal or an assist,
Didn't
if
fancy,
not both.
Didn't fancy a Martial then if you want to get goals?
I know, but I just you know what I didn't want to go all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Okay,
Andy.
Fraser, my relegation player. I think they got Palace at home.
You going?
I just fancy. No, Palace.
No,
Palace
that-
are away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Palace are better away though.
Fraser is a dream team legend. Really, he gets
was last
assists
season.
and assists and assists, and they've started playing him further forward. He did get an assist a couple of games ago, so Fraser definitely one to look out for.
Palace have had 3 clean sheets in a row.
Yeah. And what? But anything can happen at this stage of the season.
Anything can happen.
Let's go.
Sheffield United, they've got, I think, Newcastle. I mean, that's just an absolute banker with a clean sheet. Yeah, I agree with Jack. Maguire and Fernandez against.
Yeah.
Went the same. Could be
Spurs.
very tight between you two next
And then
week.
Jossa. I just think, because we've got West Ham, West Ham are going to come at us because they need to.
Yeah.
Moisey went attacking the last game and it kind of paid off for them, and they're going to do it again. And you do not attack Wolves because we'll just do you on the counter. So there we go.
All right.
There we go.
Onwards. Don't forget to submit your own weekender team. So download the Dream Team app, submit your 7, and you could earn real money. Just make sure you do it before the weekend's fixtures. Okay, and moving on. The weekender results from last weekend.
I really need this.
Really
need this.
Our new forfeit system means that each weekender loss will be added to your overall tally. Whoever has the most at the season's end, which at the moment is Jack, does the forfeit. Just hope you're all okay with standing at the bottom of a canyon while the shadow of a boulder gradually surrounds you to the noise of.
So,
I wouldn't mind that right now. To be
if
honest.
coronavirus ends the season, would it possibly end?
Maybe you've got to do
Maybe
the
that's the
you've got to do
forfeit.
the clinical trial.
That's not so bad. You get $3,500, was it?
Yeah.
$3,500 watching
Like,
TV.
but you know, would we have to have a playoff for who gets the thing? Would it be a reprieve for you?
I mean, yeah, if the season doesn't finish,
Just say
Yeah, that's
if it
true.
stops now,
If there's
if
no
we,
more coach,
Then yeah, why wouldn't it apply to us as well?
if Liverpool aren't allowed the title,
it's a question
then I'm
to
not
ask.
doing the forfeit.
Well, we'll find out now how you're doing this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
34,
All right.
strong.
So Jack, or not
No.
Jack,
No,
Nick
no.
got 34 points. Well done, Nick.
Thanks.
To be honest,
Appreciate
that was
washes now.
this time last week. That was second place.
That was very good, yeah. Last week was a very strong week.
I can't remember. I think I had Mane. Please say I had Mane.
Oh, we'll find out now. Oh, no.
Didn't. Oh, for
25.
God's sake.
Did Andy have one, eh?
Oh, Doherty.
Who was in for me?
Oh yeah, was it Butler? Was it Butler in for you? Yeah, you were.
Butler.
Yeah, and he tried.
Did he?
So
Oh, okay, you might be alright.
Yeah, okay.
Oh!
So
Wow!
big
49!
Look at Chris Basham in there.
Look at your boys being the only ones
I
to
don't
not.
care.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care.
Got away
Basham,
with it
Leno,
there.
Mane.
Leno with 13.
other people playing for you shouldn't count. Shock.
Wow. Townsend, Jesus. I think it's got to be close to mathematical now.
Oh, it's difficult. Yeah, we need to add this.
We
up
got
at some
9
stage.
games left.
It's doable
Yeah,
if we film all the shows.
yeah. Hard luck, Jack.
Good luck.
You're kind of doing Liverpool in that you're wrapping it up even before the season's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still
Well,
if
the
the
right way
if the
round.
season's cancelled.
Yeah, that's true.
Then what do we
And the
do?
forfeit's
We'll
cancelled
do the
too.
forfeit behind closed doors.
Yeah. Well, that's all from us this week, folks. Thank you again for joining us on Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. We'll see you again next week.
Umbilical cord.
I'll try my best.